So for the next couple of videos, I'm doing a series called My Story. It's about my financial story. Make sure you subscribe so that you get every single episode, saving money, spending money, credit cards. I'm gonna talk about it all. So that's when I started Young Finances towards the end of 2010, and I just started writing about everything that I knew, and I started making more friends of other people who are writing about personal finance, and some of my best friends today are those people that I met. Through finding what I enjoyed, I met other friends that we kind of all enjoy the same thing. So it was really great. One of the girls was actually in my wedding. It's really great when you find something that you enjoy doing and you can get paid for it. So a couple of months after I graduated, I finally found a job, and it was a great position with a great company. It was in the finance industry. I worked there for about 3.5, almost 4 years, and started out in the first position, moved up to another position within the company. And then I met my fiance and moved to an entirely different state. But had I stayed where I was, I probably would have stayed with the company, because while I was with the company, I had a great opportunity to learn, and not only that, but I was being paid well enough so that I could pay off all of my debt. I created a budget. It was a 3-year plan, and I started paying down my debt. I started throwing almost everything I had at it. I did move out and live on my own, so that was extra money that I probably could have put towards paying off debt, but I really needed to live on my own. I was at that point where I couldn't live with my parents anymore. It's just, at some point you just gotta go. So I was living on my own, but I was paying off my debt, and I was still, enjoying life. I would take, some money and put it towards travel, and then I would do a little bit of shopping, but I put myself on an all cash budget. So I wasn't using credit cards. I wasn't allowing myself to get into any more debt. At that point, the debt cutoff was after I graduated with my finance degree, and I didn't charge anything else after that. And then once I got my job, I started paying everything back. I learned to have a better relationship with money and with credit. So after I put myself on the all cash budget, then I learned, how to distinguish between needs and wants, and how to save up money for something that I wanted to do. And I got into learning actually what a budget is, how it can be flexible, how you can use it to benefit yourself and really get where you want to be. So that was really important for me. Going to the all cash budget, I think, was one of the best learning experiences that I could have had. It really helped me to have a better relationship with money. And then after about 2 years about 1.5 years or 2 years into paying off my debt, I, was looking at my credit score and I knew I needed to get that, going. I needed to get my credit score on the way back up. And one of the things that helps your credit score is open, healthy, active accounts. So I went ahead and applied for one business card, and I got that one. And I was a little surprised, but I was like, okay, my credit might not be that bad. And so then I applied for a personal card, and I got that one. And so I said, okay, I have one business card and one personal card, because I was still doing Young Finances as well as, working my full-time job. Using those 2 credit cards really helped me to increase my credit score. And from the lowest, it jumped about 114 points over those years that I was paying off my debt and putting aside cash. I was also investing. I was also putting money away into my retirement fund. So there was a lot that I was doing, and a lot of that came from my entrepreneurship. So the reason that I was able to pay off my debt so quickly, plus save money, plus invest, plus put money away into a retirement account, was because I had basically 2 income sources. I had the job that was giving me that steady paycheck where I could budget all of my necessities, the bill pay, the credit card payments, my rent payments, everything that had to come out. And then I was using the money that I was making from Young Finances for fund money. I was using that for extra credit card payments if I needed to, or extra savings, or if any emergencies came up. And as I, built my business, I learned that, it's always good to have an extra source of income, and an extra source of income can be so beneficial for you. So it was something that I enjoyed doing. The business model is basically a media model. So I produce content for free, such as this video, or written content. Then I put them on the website or use YouTube as a medium to get that out. And then I make money from advertisements. So I'll write about a product, a financial product that I think is helpful or beneficial for my readers. And sometimes it'll be a video that maybe I'll do that I think is helpful and beneficial. But I only talk about products that I know that are going to be good. I don't just, like, I've had a lot of people approach me for different things, and I'm just like, no, I'm not going to talk about that, just because, I don't want to lose the trust of you guys. It's not just about how much money I can make. Like, honestly, I want this to be helpful, because even with right now with telling my story, I really want to share, the struggles that I went through so that it can help someone else, either right now in what you're going through, or maybe you've gone through it in the past. And so you can see that, like, you're not alone. You're not the only one that's going through these financial struggles, these financial troubles, and it's not going to be forever. You have the ability to pull yourself up out of wherever you are to get where you want to be. So that's my financial story. That's how I got started, how I grew up, how I made it to where I am today. And basically, there's not an end to the story, because obviously I'm still alive. And not only that, but there are a lot of things that I still want to do. So some of my ultimate goals or goals that I'd like to continue moving towards is